Today I'm going to give you the 6 most important things to sell that house.
You better get fired up.
I was just having a great conversation with a friend today, and she was asking, what are the most important things that you need to sell a house? Like, what really matters? And I thought about it, and I started going down a list, and after I said this one, then I said this one, and then I said this one, and I thought, holy smokes, let me get my mind in order and make a video out of it. So here it is, the top 6 things that I think are most important when it comes to actually getting that house sold. So I went back and forth between number 1 and 2, but I'm going to settle on this. The most important thing in getting your home sold is having it on the MLS, right? So anytime you're with a realtor, it's going to be on the MLS. If you decide to sell it for sale by owner, right, by yourself, you're still going to want to figure out how to get it on the MLS, right? Here's a little cheater tip for all you FISBOs. You want to go find somebody who will get you on the MLS, because once you're on the MLS, it feeds you into all the other sites, right? Zillow, Trulia, Redfin, Realtor. It gets you onto Keller Williams, Coldwell Banker, Remax, all the websites, so that everyone who's searching for you can find you. If you're not on the MLS, how the heck are they going to find you? So it narrows down to this, really. If you get a sign in the yard, depending upon where you live, you might get 100, 200 people that look at your home, right? Now, maybe 10 of them are interested in buying in the next year. How many of them are going to give you a top-notch offer versus the entire buyer pool by being on the MLS? It's not even close. So the second most important thing is price, right? You can be on the MLS all day long, but if you don't have a solid price, it's going to be tough not only to get offers, but to get showings. So again, I'm pitching realtors here a little bit, but if you have a realtor come in, they can do a market analysis for free for you. They'll show you not only what your home is worth, but the why behind it, right? So you should have all of the supporting details, all the supporting statistics behind it. So you not only price your home at the price that they're recommending, but you're comfortable and confident in the why behind it. Now again, if you're doing for sale by owner, I would strongly suggest, I know one of the biggest reasons they do for sale by owner is because they want to save the fee, but I'm telling you, at least get an appraiser in there, right? Get an appraiser in there, spend a few $100, and it's going to let you know what your property's worth. I can't tell you how many people look at what Bob down the street said he was going to sell his home for 18 months ago, and that's their price. And I think your home isn't like Bob's. Bob's home didn't sell, or it sold for way less than he was asking. Oh, by the way, he didn't actually sell it for what he was asking or list it for what he was asking. So it's a completely different story than your property. All right, moving on to number 3 is beautiful professional photos. When people are doing searches, they're scrolling through those suckers quick, right? Because once you enter whatever your minimums and maximums are on price and bedroom and bathroom and everything else, you might have 117 to look through. Who's going to go look at 117 homes? Nobody. But it's not that tough to spend 15, 20, 25 seconds scrolling through the first few photos. And remember that. They're not going to get to photo 37 if photos 1 through 5 aren't smoking hot. So you want to make sure that the initial pictures are your best. And whether you're doing it by owner or if you've got a professional realtor in there, do not do anything but get a professional photographer in there. I'm telling you, I can't tell you how many $500,000 to $1 million properties I've seen shot on a vertical iPhone, right? The lighting is poor. They didn't get any staging in there. They didn't clean the home beforehand. You can see a dog in the corner. It's crazy, man. Get a professional photographer in there and take photos the right way. All right, the third one is the verbiage in the actual listing, right? Don't sell the steak, sell the sizzle. People can see the steak, right? The steak is the stats. You've got 3 bedrooms. You've got 2 bathrooms. You've got a pool. You've got a big lot. You've got, I don't know, nice schools. Whatever it is you've got, all that data, all that information is already in the listing. Don't waste your words reiterating it. Instead, sell that sizzle. So let's say you've got a private pool in the back. You've got a built-in grill. You've got a beautiful look over the water. It's just a stunning area, right? Don't talk about the pool. The pool's listed. Don't talk about the fact that you've got waterfront. It's listed. Instead, talk about the emotion. Talk about having friends over and the way you could entertain them and how you could have so many people over, and think about the great steaks you could grill and the smell coming into the pool area where the kids are swimming, and how all your kids are enjoying the neighborhood kids, and how you're looking over the water when you're looking for a little bit of peace and quiet at the end of the day. That grabs people's attention in a way like no other. They know you've got a pool, so don't sell the doggone pool, sell the feeling of the pool. All right, so item number 5 is commission payout. So everybody wants to save commission, makes sense, right? But you want to get as much from me, your listing realtor, as possible for the lowest amount of commission, but you want to pay out as much commission as possible, and I'm going to tell you why. So you're trying to attract buyers through your verbiage, through your price, through your pictures. You're trying to attract buyer's agents through your commission payout. Now, everything's negotiable, but generally speaking, the more you pay your realtor, the more they're going to pay out in a buyer's commission. That commission is looked at by every buyer's agent who shows that property. They know what everybody else around you is paying out, and they know what you're paying out. Now, if you're paying less than everybody, think of the likelihood of them showing your property. If you're paying more than everybody, again, think of the likelihood of them showing your property. And here's another scenario. Imagine you've got buyers hooked on your property and also hooked on another property. Your property's got a pool, their property's got a bigger lot. One is paying a higher commission and one is paying a lower commission. Do you think that agent's gonna sell the pool or the bigger lot? Even if they're trying to be fair and unbiased, the human mind comes into play. And it happens, right? Obviously, we're trying as professional realtors not to let that come into play. It shouldn't come into play, but we're humans. You want to take advantage of the human mind and make sure that you're getting everybody involved in the transaction excited to sell your property. All right, so last we're going to talk about negotiation skills. If you've got a strong, experienced, confident realtor who's negotiated several deals, they're going to be able to come in and save you thousands of dollars. There are a lot of common tactics that everybody, not just realtors, but buyers and sellers tend to do that cost them thousands of dollars. If you've got someone who's versed in transactions, they've done this a million times, they're going to be able to show you what people are probably thinking, what they'll probably do, the risks and rewards of each strategy that you're implementing, and why you would or wouldn't want to do them. So the 3 big statistics that I ask for to know if that realtor is a good negotiator. Number 1, how many listings of the listings you took in the last year did you sell? It might sound great that you had 100 listings, but if you only sold 50, my odds are half that you're going to sell my house. Whereas if you had 10 listings and you sold 9 of them, I've got a 90% chance. Also, what are you getting on average for every dollar you're asking on my home? If you're getting 99%, that sounds awesome. If you're getting 92%, that sounds kind of ugly, right? So make sure you find out what they're getting for you on average. And then third is, how many days on average does it take you to sell? Everybody wants to sell now. It makes it easier to plan for, and it gets you on the road to the next thing you're doing. So if you find that someone's selling quicker on average, that's a huge plus, especially if they're doing it by netting you more on average. All right, guys, those are the 6 big things you need to do to make sure that you sell quickest and for the most amount of money. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email. I got my email up top there. If you like the video, get down there and hit like. If you loved it, please give me a subscribe. I'd love it. And you guys stay fired up.